Internet Protection 2026. It's our first beta. You will be able to play with our new dashboard, but it will not be possible to apply filtering, okay? Filtering capabilities will happen starting from November, in 2 months, 1.5. Who I am? I am a founder and CEO of FlashStart. I have a very technical background. I have been working as a system engineer since the era of Microsoft Windows NT 4.0 and Linux. I am really fond and fascinated by designing, building, and implementing large scale network and improve security of the people of the world. A comprehensive growth plan for DNS security. So 3 years, 3 years of history. 2024, last year, we had been working a lot to improve our global Anycast network, and as you can see from some public press releases, we have been able to reach position number 1 in the independent benchmark DNSperf.com. 2025, this year, there's a huge, a massive, a complete product re-engineering to bring the new dashboard to an incredible revolution. 2026, next year, just after the new global dashboard launch, we will bring online a new feature and new products. So FlashStart will expand, will extend its product line, of course, and we will be much more intensive in terms of number of features and number of products. Just to quickly discuss our history, FlashStart was founded in Italy, our mainland, and we started with 3 different data centers: Bologna, Milan, and Rome. Our company is located right here in this area, near the Adriatic coast. Then we grow in Europe with the Anycast nodes in most of the European capitals, and then we started our journey in 2017, 2018 in North America and in South America, then in Asia, then in the other part of the world, because Oceania, New Zealand, and Australia are 12 hours ahead of us, and then in Africa. Now, the platform is global, and we have more than 70 different data centers. Fine. The challenge, this year challenge, completely re-engineer and redesign our dashboard and the complete ecosystem of the FlashStart services, such as APIs, stop pages, SIEM integration, and many others. So FlashStart will be totally new and totally brand new starting from the end of this year. Roadmap, September 2025. Today, we are going to release our first beta release. November, the final beta release with the filtering capabilities will be online, and January 2026, the internet protection will be officially released. So by January, you will be able to enjoy and to experiment the new revolution, the new era. For developers and for system integrators, the availability of system APIs will follow the respective releases step by step. So right now, today, you can of course start to use APIs following the feature and the function that are online. By November, new APIs will come online, and starting from January, every single feature, every single function will be brought to the API system. Fine. Legacy support duration. The existing dashboard, the existing platform will coexist until the 31st of March. So January, February, and March we will have both systems, the legacy and the new one running on. And every one of you will be able to choose exactly when you want to migrate. So there is no fear, there is no rush to migrate, because you have 3 very good months to prepare and to start the migration, which is automatic. Okay, the migration is automatic. It's just a one-click migration, and every filtering policy, every IP, every dynamic DNS, every MikroTik, because we have been working a lot with MikroTik system, will be automatically brought to the new dashboard. The migration routes, starting from January, you'll be able to migrate businesses, schools, telcos, internet service providers, and MSPs. The cloud box, I don't know if some of you are currently using the cloud box, the DNS proxy. The older one will be compatible with the new platform. So no worry, no fear, guys and ladies, to migrate the cloud boxes, because they will be totally compatible with the new platform. The new cloud box, a new cloud box with better feature, with very cool function, will take place in Q1 2026, but it will be an additional choice, an additional option for you. For integrators and developers, the legacy API support will continue up to the end of March. And starting from next week, October, the new test lab API will be available, and you will be fully entitled simply by opening a ticket to our system to request our new test lab API. And the final migration for API will happen from January to March. Stronger points. Some of these are listed down here. Shared policies. I believe the new version is very strong, thanks to the shared policy. It will be possible to create a policy, and for a reseller, for MSP, it will be possible to link the policies to multiple customers. So managing a lot of customers will be easier and easier. Multi-administrator management. This was a very claimed feature with 2FA security, obviously. The multi-admin management will allow you to create different level of administrators: full control, policy manager, read only, report only. You'll be able, for example, to create an admin account to your client without the ability of, for example, cancer network, but only with the ability of browsing policies and browsing, for example, network. Authentication system integrator, we will support Google, LinkedIn, and Microsoft SAML authentication for complex environment, for enterprise environment. It's very important. Network management will be enriched with CIDR ranges. You will also benefit of artificial intelligence to administer the platform. You will enjoy MyPilot AI to speed up the administration function. The UX has totally been redesigned, and everything is based on microservice architecture. It means that it will be much more fluid, fast, and very integrable into third-party system. The first beta. Now we are going to create a test environment in the first beta. I am ready to share the screen. We will register the account, and it will be possible also to share with the customer this beta. The registration and the configuration you are going to add today will be ready for next beta, for November beta, with the filtering capabilities. Certification, that's a very important point. The full dashboard will be compliant with the strongest rules required by WCAG. It's very important if you play with schools and public entities which require this kind of certification. The level will be AA. It's very good and it's very strong. Partner roles. We count on you, and I would be personally very glad to receive as many feedback you like and reports, and also critics. Okay, I would be very happy to receive also critics from you to improve the product. Of course, you'll be able to request new feature, and we will run another webinar in November, another in December, and another in January. So there's an important training and webinar session program with specific sessions for OEMs and system integrators. That's our support. It will be very present right now. The communication will change. So FlashStart will entirely change. Brochure, company profile, logo, and also t-shirts and graphical gadgets. A new website will be online in December, and the graphical guideline and communication will follow the new dashboard and the new product line. Next year, 2026, what's our vision? It's simple. We will start investing a lot in artificial intelligence, and we will focus a lot to protect mobile user with a personal firewall, with cloud firewall, and we will enhance the endpoint protection. It's a very strong point for us. And we will start producing benefits for our partners with passive DNS. What's passive DNS? Passive DNS is the ability to create the IP blocking database to improve and to bring protection to a very strong 0-day level. So a lot of stuff is coming in, a lot of surprise, lots of emotions, and a lot of energy is coming in for next year following the new dashboard. Now, let me go live, and just after my live presentation, you will be fully entitled to share your question. I'm gonna share my screen, okay? And I would just like to ask you if you can properly see my dashboard. Would you mind to write a message in the chat to just tell me if you are properly see the how can I say my picture, my dashboard? Okay, yes, okay, green light. So that's our main dashboard. At the moment, we support 3 languages: Italian, English, Spanish, but French and Portuguese will be online very quickly by November. It wasn't possible to add Portuguese and French right now, but I promise with my word of honor that they will be online. Synchronization with Google, LinkedIn, and many other. It's possible also to register an account today. At the end of the webinar, you will be ready to register your own account. Now, I already have a personal account. I've already tried the FlashStart, to be frankly. Sign in. Okay, welcome aboard. Welcome in the new dashboard. This is the homepage. From the top to the bottom, it's possible to browse my customer and, for example, my dealer. If I was a distributor, I'm ready to browse my direct customer, school, company, or spot, but also my sub-resellers. So we can browse up to 3 level of customers. And underneath my dealer, my sub-dealer, I can browse its own customer, okay? School 4, company 5, public hotspot 6, etc. I have my profile. Today, my name is Johnny Bravo and not Francesco Collini. I can edit my profile. I can change language, of course. And I have a menu, dashboard. The homepage shows fake data, okay? These are fake data. Every time you refresh the page, data automatically generated. Some number, total DNS request, threads blocked, the red one, allowed DNS request, and not existing records. And then I have some report snippet in the home page. It will be possible to customize these 4 reports. So every one of you will be able to customize and to personalize the home page with the preferred report. Now, administrators. Right here, we can manage the FlashStart administrative accounts. Johnny Bravo, it's me, has full control. Peter Bishop has full control. Barry Allen is an editor. Chuck is a policy manager, and Meredith can read only. I have some filters right here, and the call to action button will be every time present to the right. Okay, the graphical design will be the same in every feature. Okay, table, menu, filters, call to action. Right here, I'm gonna add another administrator. So, for example, Philip Brown. I need to add an email, brown@flashstart.com. Philip Brown will receive an email and he will create its own password. It will be possible to fully respect GDPR and privacy statement. And right here, I'm gonna choose, for example, full control. And then I can add an administrator to the system. Okay, so Philip Brown has been added. Through the audit function, soon means that it will come back. It will come online in the next beta. Through the audit, we will be able to see the administration actions. For example, if I decide to unblock pornography and someone complains about that, the master admin, the account owner will be able to see exactly the person, the time, and the IP when a specific administrative change has been triggered. That's very important if you run with multiple accounts and with very complex environment. So the full administrative tracking will be present and will be online. This is very cool. Protection. The protection, I believe, is the number 1 change in FlashStart. It's empty because I wanna start from scratch with you today. How to move? Let me share an example. I wanna create a profile with malware only protection. Add policy. I will name this policy, for example, malware only protection for businesses. I can choose between standard and then select the template. Many templates will come online for companies, school, universities, telcos, ISP, etc. Restricted, it was already present in the actor system. Restricted, it's a walled garden, okay? Everything will be blocked except the list of the whitelist you are gonna insert. I will create a standard profile, and that's the magic button, shared policy. If you enable the shared policy, this policy will be shared between multiple organizations, and will be able to reuse, to link, to connect, to join many customers and many profiles to shared policy. Let me create a shared policy, and I can click on it. Fantastic. This has been created, type standard, share it, yes. The globe is the right symbol, and the action. I can modify the name, and I can cancel the policy if I need. How to edit policy? Simply click on it, and then welcome in the new policy manager. We have two different menu, and horizontal menu with the different tabs and topics, and a vertical one. Malware protection, let me say, I want to block every malware category. I will click on enable all to the bottom. Malware and threat communities, the malware category provided by our top partners. I can select granularly some of those. Newly registered domain, it's possible to block newly registered domain. Proxy bypass filters, that's very important. I want to block anonymous proxy and the translator proxy. And fraud and dangerous site. Coronavirus, I believe it's pretty old, it's pretty vintage, fortunately. Cracks and virus and virus and domain for sale. Now, let me go to content filter, the parental control. If you're running an environment for kids, for school, pornography, alcohol, child abuse, gambling, it's important. I can enable all, but since I declare I am gonna create a malware-only protection profile, I will disable all. Then I have IT services, work, leisure, advertising. Okay, let's block advertising, spam, and web statistics, and national blacklist. For the UK, we have a strong UK anti-terrorism. It's a governative blacklist. Colombia, the Mintic is very important. Italian blacklist, IWF for the UK, and Peru. I want to block everything. It's possible. It's also possible to schedule blocking. It's not available, but you will be able to start blocking a specific category based on time. For example, I want to block pornography in a school from 8 a.m. to midnight, and then I want to remove blocking in the night. Third function, the application blocker. That's very cool because I can block, for example, single application based on DNS resolution. If I want to block ChatGPT and DeepSec, I can do it directly from the application layer. I can also block, for example, dating application. That's interesting to block dating sites, e-commerce, finance, gaming. I want to block gaming right here. And I want to block, for example, VPNs, the VPN and proxy. It's better to block them because if a user runs NordVPN, for example, he will be able to circumnavigate to go over filtering, and I want to block them. Geo-blocking. The geo-blocking allows you to block dangerous countries. For example, I want to block Baltic sites, and I want to block, for example, okay, Baltic sites, and I want to block, for example, okay, Caucasus, Middle East site, Israel, Lebanon, Qatar, Turkey. No, Turkey is fine. Cyprus, Jordan, etc. The blocking system right here will be based on the resolved DNS server. Exceptions. Let me come back later to this because it's very cool. Safe search. I can block Google search against bad results such as pornography, violence, pedophilia, etc. I can also safe search Bing, DuckDuckGo, and YouTube. Now, new feature, TLD blocking. TLD blocking. I can block specific root domains. For example, If I want to block all the Russian sites, I can just block the extension, and every jolly.ru sites will be blocked. I can also block generic domain, top-level domain, new top-level domain, for example, XYZ, club, store, blog. And I can also block XXX, which is a pornography-oriented dedicated category. The advanced feature, every time I will immediately find the blocking against DNS leaks. That's very important. This function enables the blocking through DNS resolution of DOH DNS over HTTPS and DOT DNS over TLS for third party, for example, Google, Cloudflare, Opera, etc. And also the Apple relay. It's a very important point, because if you remove blocking towards DNS leaks, filter will not be effective. It has been moved to the advanced feature. And then block resolution on malicious internet IP addresses. If, for example, site.com will be present in and infected in a malicious server such as 5.6.7.8, every domain resident on 5.6.7.8 will be blocked. I can also block parked domain, and the new section EDNS will enable some filtering rules based on a new DNS RFC, which is the name is enhanced DNS. It will be able to join, for example, complex systems such as a Cisco system, or filtering based on a MAC address and internal IP address. We will talk much more about EDNS system in next webinar at the end of October. Now, to come back to exception. Differently from the previous system, it's not possible to add blocked or allowed personal domain. Why? Because there's a new section. The name is exception. Please note the video guide. In many parts of the new FlashStart, we are gonna put some videos in order to be much more effective to explain some concept. What does it say? It says that we can create an exception group. For example, let me call very bad personal site, and I will choose the blocking behavior. I can decide to insert manually the domain, or if I prefer, to import from a CSV file. I will proceed manually, and then I have created the blocked category. How to add domain, because number is 0. I will click on it, and then I will add site 1, enter, site 2, enter, site 3, enter. 3 domains. Right now, we are going to create another exception group called very good sites. This will be allowed, and I want to stick my best sites in order to prevent them from being blocked by somehow. I will go and I will add good site1.com, good site2.com, and good site3.com. Well done. Then my system, my account configuration now has 2 different personal lists, a block list and then the white list. How to connect the list from here? Let me come back to my policy, malware only protection. Let me go through it, and then let me go to exception. Right now, it's very simple to link the block list, the personal block list, and then the personal whitelist. Why that? If I am gonna create another policy, another customer, another reseller, everything you want, it will be very easy to reuse again this list, and I can link wherever you want the same list. Now, let me come back to policy, and let me create another policy. I'm going to create content filter for kids, standard, and shared policy. Right here, now, let me proceed to block every malware community, it's stronger, every bypass, and then I'm going to block all parental control. Then, if I jump to exception, I can find again my two personal blacklist, and the administration will be really smart, easy, and fluid. Let me continue. If I change the account and if I create another account called company 2, right here I am inside company 2. If I go to protection policy, I will be able to retrieve my shared policy, and I can decide to use again the malware online protection and the content filter for kids for my new customer. And I can also share my policies with my distributors. Let me come back later with some questions. Templates and reports will be online soon at the end of October. And now the good thing is the network session has totally been redesigned. You can choose between static IP, both IPv4 and IPv6. The look is new, and it's very easy to add a name and to connect sites IP address to filtering policies. Static ranges from 2. That's very cool for large organization and or for internet service providers. That's a news static CIDR. For example, I can decide to put a subnet called 187.4.12.0/24 or 23 or 20 or 16, and I can also insert a very wide IPv6 range by simply adding the CIDR. Dynamic IP, for example, for routers, for MikroTik, it's very easy right now to add dynamic IP by adding the credential, and the system will show a description, the connected address, last synchronization. Third-party DNS system, I can also play with, for example, third-party providers such as dns.org, myip, myhouse, myhome.com, and of course, DOH and DOTeam branded by FlashStart will be able. If you have a router, if you have a MikroTik, for example, it will be very easy to connect filtering by using the new DOH and DOT protocol. Then the endpoint will come online, such as the integration with, for example, third-party system, SIEM, and many other. The API system will be already present. I already have my API key, status, role, etc. Tools will be online soon, and the same for my pilot AI. Send a feedback. This is ready, and I really would like to encourage you to send us some feedbacks with some votes, some scores, some observation, and some ideas. It's in Italian, but okay, it's possible to switch it into English language. Fine. Let me come back to my presentation and let me share some free space, some free time for your question. Just 1 second. Presentation. Okay, I believe I was here. Okay, go live. Okay, your opinion makes a difference. Please send feedback. And November 24th, 2025, in 2 months, the new beta with filtering capabilities will be online, and you'll be able to add your own IP address and to start filtering from your network. Question and answer, please. The chat is yours. First question, let me propose the first question. Did you like it? Do you believe it might become a small revolution for all of us? How do you feel it? Do you feel some important differences between the legacy system, the actor system, and this one? Please share your questions in the chat. Thank you, guys. Do you like it? Let me check your answer, and you are free to share your questions and your opinion. The chat is blinking. Let me wait for the very first messages. If you have any technical questions, migration question, system integration, absolutely revolutionary. Thank you, John. Where are you from, John? I know your name, I remember your name from another webinar, but Zimbabwe in Africa. Good stuff, great guys. Thank you. Do you have any question, any curiosity? Okay, Bernard Praski from Eastern Europe, right, Bernard? I don't know if the surname feels pretty Eastern Europe, or no, or Austrian. I'm guessing your born country from Austria. I remember. Okay, very promising. We look forward to get our hands and test it. Okay, good point, Mitrushi. Please join https beta.flashstart.com, create an account, and then play with interface and try to send some feedbacks, some concerns, some critics, and whatever you want. We will be delighted to see you soon and to learn from you and from your experiences. So next meeting, 20 November, with the second beta. It will be the final beta, and January 2026. So 19th of January 2026. The new FlashStart will be stable and it will be officially released. You will be ready to migrate. The migration can happen until the end of March. After end of March, the migration then will be automatic for everyone. Remained with the older version. The migration is automatic, so configurations, router, cloud boxes, policy, everything will remain unchanged, and everything will be moved to the new system. So thank you, guys. You will receive a thank email with the slides and the link, but be free to register your trial, and see you very soon in our next webinars. Okay, thanks so much. Have a good evening, have a great day, and thank you for attending. Okay, John. Yeah.